Intelligent Community Forum has chosen Arlington County as one of the 7 most intelligent communities in the world. But what exactly does that mean, and what is the Intelligent Community Forum? Well, when John Young, chairman of the ICF, visited us, we asked him.
Intelligent Community Forum is a think tank that looks at cities and regions, communities essentially, and looks at the ways in which they're made to be successful, what's behind them. We have a number of criteria that looks at it. Not only infrastructure, it originally started off looking at communities from a broadband infrastructure perspective, but also about the kinds of people that are there. The commitment of the community to look at inclusion for everyone in the community, and of course from a broadband perspective, the digital inclusion capabilities of the community. Also look at how that community is able to be sustained, how its leaders and how its community collaborates. So as we go around the world, we notice certain communities have created a culture of the use of broadband in a particular way. And what we've wanted to do is to encourage other communities to create their own cultures of use as well. By sharing techniques and ideas, again, benchmarking, people have learned and been inspired by other communities to do better. And what I've seen here, for instance, in Arlington, is that you have a commitment to not only creating a sense or a culture of use of broadband, but you actually use it in a proactive way to communicate back to people and to encourage them to communicate with each other. So that's a very important part of it. For a population base of 200,000 plus people, you punch way above your weight in terms of the capacity building that you have created around the concepts of broadband interests. I'm very impressed with the facilities that you have, the people that are here, and as intelligent communities, you certainly have the moxie to move forward and do things that I haven't seen in other communities of a similar size. So scale does matter, and you're able to make certain decisions based on that smaller scale of community, but at the same time, because of that agility, you're able to do things that other people who are in a much larger community unable to do, and they're looking in and taking that information and making further decisions on their own afterwards.
Now, some people might point to the fact that Arlington is a wealthy area, and obviously there is the digital divide question as well with poorer communities. How does that play into your decision making?
There are many communities that are wealthy, and there are many communities where the people who use broadband are poor. We have examples in the jungles of Brazil where the wow factor really was about people being able to utilize broadband in a way that was meaningful and beneficial to the community as a whole and to each other. That in itself is as important as having a community that has a significant number of people who are educated and wealthy and young and tech savvy. It's about learning and about adapting and transforming a community. So the idea of wealth and that connectivity to the concept of broadband doesn't necessarily equate in all situations. Broadband was only the beginning of the discussion. From an intelligent community point of view, we have to go beyond that. And so it's not about wires, it's not about wireless, it's about people. And at the end of the day, we even say it's about your children. If you can commit to doing things in your community that, of course, help your children make the decision that they want to stay in that community, I think you've succeeded as a community.
Well, we will find out if Arlington has succeeded in becoming the Intelligent Community of the Year when ICF announces it in May.